at 9, massive protests underway in Atlanta tonight in the wake of a deadly police shooting. Good evening, I'm Tamon Bradley.
And I'm Jackie Bang. Breaking news from Atlanta tonight. The police chief resigned hours after a police officer shot and killed a black man. Investigators released video of the incident, and we warn you, this is graphic. Officers say they got a call about a man in the drive-through line at Wendy's restaurant last night. 27-year-old Rayshard Brooks was asleep in his car and failed a sobriety test shortly afterward. When police tried to take him into custody, police say he resisted. Video appears to show him struggling with officers and running away with a police taser. Witnesses do confirm seeing Brooks with the weapon. The video goes on to show an officer who still has a taser firing it. Brooks then turns, brandishes the taser he took, and an officer shoots him. The mayor addressed a tense city.
While there may be debate as to whether this was an appropriate use of deadly force, I firmly believe that there is a clear distinction between what you can do and what you should do.
Showing you the Wendy's now. The fire has broken through the roof of that building. You see the blaze there. We talked to an Atlanta fire sergeant a while ago who told us that because of the safety of the firefighters that they were having trouble getting close to the building, and so now we've seen the fire move from the drive-through window in the dining area and now has broken through the roof there. So we'll continue sharing those images with you. But tonight we've also heard from Governor Brian Kemp, and in a tweet this afternoon about 3 hours ago, he wrote, at the Atlanta Police Department's request, the GBI launched an investigation into the conduct of the 2 APD officers that led to the death of Rayshard Brooks. I am confident GBI Director Vic Reynolds and his team will follow the facts to ensure justice is served. And then he continued in another tweet saying, as always, we stand ready to provide resources and support to protect Georgians who are peacefully protesting. And for several hours this afternoon, these protests were very peaceful, Jeff.
So the questions certainly will be, you know, the curfew was stopped a week ago, Saturday night, exactly a week ago. There will be questions about that, if there is an added concern about that, if there will be more protests in the days ahead. And certainly the law enforcement tact, a state of emergency had been declared by Governor Kemp, and it too had been terminated, where, you know, they began with a couple of hundred of Georgia National Guardsmen, and it escalated to 1,500 by the time we had gotten to the middle of the week following the destruction.
And, you know, at some point this evening, we saw tear gas was deployed among the protesters, but nothing like we saw in the early hours of the protest that started 2 weeks ago at Centennial Olympic Park. Nothing to that magnitude, but again, we're watching as this fire burns the location where this officer-involved shooting happened yesterday at 10:30 p.m.
warfare between good and evil.